Hello everybody and welcome back to the Man United save on FIFA 20, and it's going reasonably well, to be honest. We've got our new kits in play for this episode, which is really good. We've had a number of good results, to be honest. We are up into third position behind Liverpool, well, joint with Liverpool, and 1 point behind Man City. Coming up in this episode, we have Spurs in the league, then we have Napoli in the Champions League group stage, followed by West Brom, probably. I might just do these two games in this episode, and then we'll come back to do West Brom away. Actually, we'll do that, yeah. We'll do West Brom off camera, and then come back for Chelsea Valencia in tomorrow. Not in tomorrow's episode, in the next episode. So I only record these episodes when I get a little bit of time. So, yeah, it's all going very well. I've sorted out some squad numbers for people as well, so they should be a bit better. Capaldo is looking like a very good binding. Rafa Mir scored on his debut as well. I probably should have gone through the results that we've had. That would have been pretty useful, wouldn't it, if we go through. And so we beat Doncaster in the League Cup 4-1, which is very good. We beat Wolves 5-2 with Rafa Mir scoring in that one as well. And Spartak Moscow, we drew 3-3. We played the reserves and drew 3-3, which was very annoying. And Southampton, we won 3-1, I think. That was all of them. Was it Palace and Southampton we played in the last episode? Maybe it was Bournemouth. I can't remember. But that loss to Bournemouth is the only loss we've had so far, which is good. The league table is looking like this. Obviously, no one has perfect points at the moment. So Man City have drawn a game. Liverpool lost. We've lost. Spurs have lost. And Brighton are up there with unbeaten, but 2 draws and 4 wins. So it's pretty close early on in the season. But let's get into the game against Spurs, which should be very, very interesting because... Oh, look at our new kits as well. Here they are. So the red kit, the higher red kit, the alternate third kit in black, and then the away kit is the white and red devil green logo. So we can play in red because we're at home. They can play in white because they're Spurs. It should be a very interesting game. We're going to line up like that. Henderson, James, Lindelof, Tuanzebe, Rossi, Ferguson, McTominay, Gravenberch, Dooku, Greenwood and Rashford. So with the vertical view of Old Trafford, and the teams are lining up ready for this game. Jose Mourinho in charge of Tottenham Hotspur, back at Old Trafford again. Obviously the champions of the league, Man United, coming into this well. New shirt numbers for everybody. As you can see, Rossi given the number 3. Statement of intent by manager Cultured Left Foot. Ferguson 8, Gravenberch 15, Dooku 7, Greenwood gets the number 9, Rashford keeps his number 10 shirt. So let's see how this game unfolds as Kane, Lloris, all still in the Tottenham lineup. And here's the Man United lineup for you. Then it is Henderson in goal, James, Lindelof, Tuanzebe and Rossi at the back, Ferguson, McTominay and Gravenberch in the middle, and Dooku, Greenwood and Marcus Rashford up front. Lining up in a 4-3-3 they've known and love. It should be pretty good. Ayer, Michaels, all both on the bench as well. Spurs line up with Lloris in goal in a 4-2-3-1. Walker-Peters, Foyth, Tanganga and Muasa at the back. Ndombele, Zakaria in midfield. Koke, Bergwijn and Richarlison in front of them, and Harry Kane leading the line as the game gets underway. So both these two teams have got off to a very good start in the Premier League this season, and Man United will be looking to make inroads here at Old Trafford and keep the pressure on their noisy rivals at the top of the division, who is Man City, as Harry Kane wins the ball in midfield, and already looks like a bit like a game of attrition happening in the middle here. Bergwijn picks up the ball into Harry Kane. Flicks it back to Ndombele, who does well to win the ball from Scott McTominay. Steve Bergwijn. Got a bit of space to run into, looking for Richarlison, who obviously used to play for Man United. Picks out a good ball to Walker-Peters on the overlap. There's the back heel into Richarlison, easy for Lindelof to head away. Scott McTominay into Rashford. Greenwood, finds the pass, trying to release Dooku. Couldn't get there, cleared out for a throw to Man United. Can they make something happen for this? Taken quickly back to Reece James. In it goes to Ferguson. Not too many options. Tried to give a reverse pass to McTominay, but it didn't come off. Zakaria goes long. Easily intercepted there by Lindelof again. Gravenberch. Out it goes to Rossi. Rossi on one more to Rashford. Rashford into the box. Little step over. Look to square it, looking for McTominay, but it's cleared away. And Spurs hang on. Harry Kane, good 1-2 with Richarlison to release him down the left wing. Richarlison, that's a poor pass, and Dooku's got in there, but Aurier's kept it alive, and they've found a gap in behind Victor Lindelof. Richarlison stood up well by Reece James. Go back to Mausa. Moussa on the ball for Spurs, into the box, tries to feed it into the danger zone and it goes past the post. Henderson with a good save and it's a corner to Spurs. And it will be Koke to swing this one in. It's a good ball deep into the box, but a good punch from Henderson that finds Ferguson. Not the best clearance from Ferguson. Moussa on it, shoots, and a good save again by Dean Henderson. He's really stepped up since David De Gea was sold as part of the FFP scandal. As Rashford could be in here for a counter-attack for Man United, and it goes towards Greenwood, flicks it on one more to Dooku. Dooku's in, great save from Hugo Lloris down low. And that is the devastating counter-attack that Man United have in this team. Greenwood intercepts a loose pass from Ndombele. Rashford looks for a back heel to put him in. Read well though. The Tottenham defence is generally standing strong. They're only in trouble when the team from London puts too many men forward. And that is when Man United can pounce. But here comes Bergwijn on the ball. Good tackle from McTominay. Looks for Rashford out on the left. Rashford back to McTominay on the ball. Goes back out to Rashford again, who's been left in acres of space. Marcus Rashford into the box. A little bit of a step over. McTominay into Greenwood. Greenwood looks to turn Foyth, but a great tackle from the defender. It remains 0-0 with 20 minutes gone. Bergwijn gets round the tackle of Ferguson. He's still going, Bergwijn. Tuanzebe has to come over and cover. Does so well. Ferguson now on the ball for United, and he's not had a very good game in the middle of the park today. Ferguson gives it away, and Ndombele comes forward, and he's got runners. Ndombele's going to try and go on his own. Great tackle from Victor Lindelof again for Man United to hold on, and now there is a potential counter on, but great defending that from, I think it was Richarlison defending that really well. Harry Kane picks up the ball. Good tackle on it from Tuanzebe, and Dean Henderson gets it, and Man United will look to relax a bit. Dooku on the ball, infield to Ferguson. Ferguson cuts back, lays it into McTominay. McTominay on one more. Rashford's in! It's Gravenberch who scores. Rashford was the dummy runner, and Gravenberch steps up with a goal. Lovely finish from the youngster. McTominay fed the ball in well. Ferguson held it up well, reached McTominay, saw the run of his central midfield partner, and Gravenberch leathers it home. Lloris has no chance. Poor marking from Tottenham, and Gravenberch with a lace finish into the side netting. A wonderful finish, 1-0 Man United, his 6th goal of the season on the half-hour mark. So Spurs looking to respond straight away. Ndombele on the right-hand side, ball in, but easy for Victor Lindelof just to nod that one back to Dean Henderson. As they look to build again, and they know they can launch very quickly against this Spurs team, as Gravenberch's pass is just intercepted, and Walker-Peters comes away with it. Ndombele into Harry Kane, gets a shot off, good save from Henderson. Reece James here on the right hand side, up to Dooku, sees the run of Ferguson, but that's a poor pass from the young winner. He's got a lot of technical stuff to work on in this Man United team. Everybody knows about his raw pace, but it's the ability to pass and shoot when he gets it as well is letting him down at the moment, as Ndombele keeps the ball for Spurs. Back to Zakaria, Ndombele all the way to Tanganga, out to Moussa on the right, in the left back position for Spurs. Infield back into Bergwijn. Bergwijn gets round the attempted tackle of McTominay. Harry Kane. And lays it off to Ndombele, who gets round Tuanzebe. Ndombele still going into Harry Kane. Back to Ndombele. Back to Kane. Lovely goal from Spurs. And that is 1-1. And it's Harry Kane. Who else would it be for Tottenham Hotspur? Lovely finish. Lovely intricate football from him and Ndombele. Harry Kane, Ndombele. Back to Kane. Left-footed finish. Henderson may be able to do better. He's inherited the number 1 shirt, but couldn't keep that one out. 1-1 here at Old Trafford at 39 minutes gone. And now Spurs have the wind in their sails as Richarlison puts the ball in. Dealt with by Tuanzebe. Dooku lays it off into the path of Ferguson, who has been the weak player. He's been the weak link in Man United's midfield today. Richarlison on the ball again. Good tackle from Reece James. Had to stand him up. And Reece James does it again. Comes to Moussa though. That's better from Ferguson, but he can't get on the loose ball. Ndombele goes round the tackle of McTominay. Good challenge though from Victor Lindelof, who's been solid at the back, and Dooku picks up the loose ball. And here he was looking, you can see he was looking to use that raw pace to go around Moussa, but it's great defending to come away with it. Reece James dives in, wins the ball as we head down in towards added time. Greenwood lays it off into Tuanzebe, who finds Rashford. Rashford lays it into goal scorer at Gravenberch. Good footwork. Rashford tried to go across to Ferguson. Half-time whistle ends that attack. 1-1 at the break. So the second half is going to get underway. One change for the hosts, and that is Ferguson off. Didn't have the best of times in midfield in that first half. And Capaldo on to replace him in midfield. A first sight in front of the Old Trafford crowd for the young Argentinian, signed from Boca Juniors, paying his release fee. And hopefully he can impress for Man United. Had some good appearances in the Cups and away from home as well. Brings with him a lot of tenacity. And that tenacity has won the ball back for Man United here as Rashford goes into Foyth and gets tackled in the second half. Looks like it's going to be as much of a battle as the first. Capaldo, great interception there to stop the ball getting to Harry Kane. He goes to Gravenberch, who releases Rashford on the right hand side. Rashford steps inside, looks back for Gravenberch. It's a good tackle and clearance there. And Tottenham Hotspur just about hang on. Rossi wins the header. Into McTominay. Capaldo to Greenwood. He's got no options and has to go backwards. Reece James gives the ball away to Richarlison. Really poor pass from Reece James, and once again Tottenham hold on and deal with the danger. Gravenberch on the ball again into Rashford. Flicks it on one more to Rossi. Rossi just holds the ball up. Looks for McTominay on the edge. Plays it into Capaldo, but it's a good interception, and Harry Kane gets on the ball. Victor Lindelof's come a long way out of defence to try and meet it, as Man United are struggling to break down this Tottenham side. It has to be done at pace. And at the moment the passing is just too slow, but that's poor from Tanganga as Rashford has accelerated in behind. Looks to pick a pass, finds Greenwood. Oh, what a block on the line from Walker-Peters, I think it was. No, it was Muasa who's blocked that on the line, and Tottenham live to fight another day. Richarlison on the left for Spurs. Goes backwards. Referee plays advantage for the late tackle on Richarlison. Bergwijn cuts in field. Harry Kane's made a good run. Bergwijn ignores it. Goes past Tuanzebe, gets a shot off, and there's a goal. 2-1 Spurs from one end of keeping it off the line to going up the other and making it 2-1. Bergwijn, lovely bit of skill here. Used Harry Kane, easily went round Tuanzebe and fires past Dean Henderson. And that is 2-1 Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford. Duco uses his pace. Gets past the defender, puts a ball in towards Greenwood. What a save from Lloris again. Mason Greenwood with a great header down into the ground. But Lloris is there to make the save as Gravenberch loses the ball. And Tottenham have their goalkeeper to thank for that, but they've given it away. Gravenberch on it. Into Duco. On one more to Capaldo. Flicks out Rashford. Heavy first touch from the Englishman. And it goes out as Victor Lindelof with a wonderful first touch to bring that down out of the sky. Man United know they've got a lot of work on here to do. McTominay comes forward with it. Into Greenwood. Greenwood, few little step overs. Goes around the challenge. Greenwood's in, he shoots. Save from Lloris. Gravenberch sees Rashford in a bit of space. Gives him the ball. Infield. One more. Scott McTominay tried to take it past the defender. Couldn't get enough on the ball, and Spurs will look to break. Lindelof dives in and put Richarlison off his pass. Well recovered from Tuanzebe. Capaldo. Infield to McTominay. Not enough on the pass. And again, Man United getting a bit desperate now, trying to force these passes through with 20 minutes to go. Runners off the ball here for Spurs as Zakaria, just marauds his way down the pitch. Really good running from the central midfielder. McTominay clears it up. Greenwood looks for Rashford, and again it's rushed. It's all very rushed for Man United. They know they need this goal to stay in touch at the top of the table. As Zakaria again runs forward. Good little clever ball out to Richarlison on the left. Into Harry Kane. Tries to flick it up and it gets in the way of the shot. And Man United will look to break again. Greenwood. Poor pass. Mason Greenwood's not had a very good second half here. Missing that header seems to have drained his confidence. McTominay with a great challenge. Up it goes. Gravenberch. Greenwood. Into Duku. Capaldo. Good turn from the Argentine. Feeds it out to Reece James. Looking for Duku, but well defended. Although it's nearly given away by Tanganga, who boots it out of play. So with 10 minutes to go, double substitution for United. Mason Greenwood and Duku off. Rafa Mir and Abe on. As Ndombele is replaced for Spurs by Naby Keita in the midfield. Mourinho looking to hold down the lead as Richarlison nicks the ball off the feet there. And Tottenham come forward again, and they've got runners. Tuanzebe has to track that run and tracks it very well to get the interception on McTominay. Into Gravenberch. Gravenberch lays it in. Rafa Mir, his first touch. It was a heavy one. And he was tackled, and I think that's going to be a goal kick or possibly a corner. It's a throw-in. A throw-in to Man United as Capaldo picks up infield to Gravenberch. Goes back to Arbe. Ball across Rashford at the back post, heads it down. Another fantastic save from Lloris. He's surely got to be Spurs' man of the match today. Hugo Lloris keeping them in it. Sublime stuff from the French goalkeeper. Capaldo finds McTominay up to Rafa Mir. Rafa Mir tries to release Rashford. He's possibly overhit that as Lloris again out quickly. Covers it well. Last few minutes of the game. Last throw of the dice surely for Man United now. Rossi. McTominay into Rafa Mir. Rafa Mir holds it up well using his strength. Gravenberch. Not too much movement for United here. Capaldo. Gravenberch. Gravenberch tries to bend one. Oh, he's put it in the top corner. Gravenberch in the 92nd minute has absolutely dumbfounded Hugo Lloris and got his second of the game. What a finish from Gravenberch. A delightful goal into the top corner, and he has put Old Trafford into delirium. It came out of nothing. You could see he fancied the shot. On the turn here, it came from Capaldo. One touch, got his body out, and just put that in the postage stamp in the top corner, underneath the post, underneath the bar. Look at that. Bends it around the defender, Koke, and in it goes into the top corner. Hugo Lloris left standing. That is 2-2 at Old Trafford. A fantastic equaliser with potentially the last kick of the game. And there it is. Gravenberch rescues Man United. 2-2 here at Old Trafford. A wonderful, wonderful performance. Okay, so next up is Napoli. We've done all the training and stuff like that. We'll go and do the press conference so you don't have to see it time and time again. We're going to go with the B team, I think, for this one. Neves, Cana, Aya, Morgan, Ayala, Menez, Cardoso, Capaldo, Robinson, Cox and Arbe all get the starts. So that's what we're going to go with. So here we are then for the Champions League tie at Old Trafford against Napoli. And Christoph Aya given the captain's armband for Man United today as the Champions League anthem rings out. There is Kalou Koulibaly at the back. One change from the assumed lineup is that Michael Cox up front is dropped for this game, down to the bench as Rafa Mir comes in for his first start at the club. So Cultured Left Foot putting his faith in the youth in the Champions League for the early stages, early rounds, as that's a good ball through, and Rafa Mir could be in here. He turns his man. Rafa Mir, he's caught late, fires it across goal, but no penalty given and no goal scored. So he may be arguing that if he had gone down, he would have got a penalty there. Early penalty for Man United would have been absolutely wonderful. Menez on the ball, Cardoso out to Arbe, who came on and helped get the draw in the previous league game against Spurs. In it goes in towards Mendoza. Menez here on the ball, out to Capaldo. Neves into Menez. And that's a good tackle from the ball on Napoli, and you're going to think Napoli are going to let Man United have the ball and try and hit them on the counter-attack as it goes up towards the striker, out to the right to Porto. Porto to Paulinho. Paulinho looks to go over the top, but it's good tracking back from Ayala, who keeps it in play as well. Goes back to the... Oh, it's gone in the goal! What a strange own goal that is. It looks like Morgan, the goalkeeper, got his foot caught on the netting or the post, and it's gone in, and that is a terrible own goal to concede. Ayala just knocks it back to him. And yeah, he's got his footing caught on the post. And Man United, in bizarre circumstances, find themselves 1-0 down to a Paulo Ayala own goal. So with that bizarre OG, Man United up against it now. Obviously getting a draw in their first game of the Champions League. 3-3 with Spartak Moscow. They are going to have to start playing the senior players if results don't improve. And we know Cultured Left Foot says it's a team game, says it's a squad game. But if results don't start improving in the Champions League, then it's not going to be fun, is it? As there's a shot off there, and it's 2-0 in quick succession. Morgan beaten at his near post, and these youngsters are getting ripped to shreds by Napoli. The luck was with them with the own goal, and Paulinho has made it 2-0 Napoli. Early doors here at Old Trafford. Just fed down the line. Great ball, great shot. And Morgan, the pace of the shot beat him, and it's 2-0. Menez into Rafa Mir. Rafa Mir's really the only sort of senior player of note in this team. Everybody else is very, very young. Christoph Aya, even though he's a senior experienced player, is new to Man United, and is still only 23. As it looks like good defending there, and Man United have done well to hold on to the ball, but it's bouncing around again. The luck of the bounce with Napoli at the moment. It comes through. Robinson can't get there. Wijnaldum down the line to Neves. Oh, and it's cleared away. Oh, and it's gone past the post. Bit of a chance to attack down the left here. Rossi looks to find Abe. New signing from Barcelona. Tried the skill. Easily defended though by Napoli, and the Old Trafford faithful are not going to be happy with this performance. And cultured left foot's tactics and personnel are going to be called into question. Although that is good recovery defending, but again given away. Do the first part right and the second part badly seems to be the track of the game for Man United today. In towards Paulinho. Out goes to Corona. Blocked away, terrible pass out, but Man United hold on. Rafa Mir flicks it out to Robinson, can't get there. And you want your striker to be holding that up. You really do. Napoli come again. Insigne. Great skills. Insigne with a shot, good save from Morgan. Man United just looking to put their foot on the ball for a second, keep a bit of possession. They haven't had much of it in this game. Napoli have come out and absolutely annihilated them early doors. It's been a lightning-like attack from Napoli. 25 minutes in and Man United find themselves 2-0 down at home. Not what the bookies would have anticipated. They obviously wouldn't have anticipated this lineup being picked from Man United as well, as Insigne wins it back. Koulibaly just plays a 1-2 to get it out. Insigne again. Parejo. Wijnaldum. Goes for a good tackle on him from Menez, and then the ball tries to get played up the line, but Robinson couldn't get enough on it, and all it does is fall to Insigne, who's now going to have a run at Menez. Lays it back to Rahami. Parejo over the top for Insigne, who's offside. 2-0, half an hour gone. Good ball down the line for Arbe to chase, and he's got there. Keeps it alive, goes back to Ayala. Infield. Not too many options on here. Menez finds Capaldo. Capaldo out to Robinson. Robinson looks to turn in behind, actually keeps the ball really well. Menez. In it goes again. Capaldo on the ball. Takes a shot, but it's blocked. It falls here and he's tackled again. And Napoli hold on, and I think you can tell Man United need an injection of something in the second half. Arbe, a bit of space again on the left. Napoli are leaving space for him to exploit, and he's accelerated past his man. And he's got him behind. He tries to dink it across to the back post. It's a great defensive header away. And that is Man United's first real threat. First time we've seen Arbe been able to show off his skill case and his pace as well. But unfortunately it's come so late in the first half. I don't think Man United are going to have much chance in this first half. And it's going to have to be a complete rewrite for the second half, I think, as we head into that, well, into the break surely. And the hairdryer treatment is surely going to have to come out from left foot to his players here, because they are not playing well. As Christopher puts in a good tackle there. Goes up the line. Arbe into Capaldo. Capaldo gives it back to Arbe. Arbe's in behind. He's got some pace. Neat footwork to get away. Lays it in. Capaldo, he's tackled right at the last moment as we go into the 2 minutes of injury time. I think Napoli are going to hold on to this 2-0 lead going into half-time, and that is what dreams are made of at Old Trafford on a Champions League night. The Champions League holders, don't forget, even though they've had those FFPs restrictions, they are still the holders of the Champions League, and they go in at half-time 2-0 down. So at half-time, a double substitution for Man United trying to make a difference. Chong and Ferguson on. Looks like they're both taking off position in central midfield for the youngsters Menez and Cardozo. So cultured left foot is showing. He's not afraid to bring on some more of the senior youngsters to help this team out to change the tie. And here is Chong, straight into the action, wins the ball. Up to Rafa Mir. Rafa Mir tries to put it over for Arbe, but easy defensive header. And Napoli regain possession of the second half. Capaldo with a bit of space into Rafa Mir. Goes wide. Chong is available at the back. Chong into Capaldo. Capaldo feeds it back into Chong. Chong's in! What a save from the keeper. Capaldo on the rebound. It's blocked. And Napoli's goal is living a charmed life at the moment as they play their way out of defence really well. But Chong, great save from the goalkeeper. And then Capaldo on the rebound hits straight into the defender. But it does show promise for Man United. Chong picks it up in a bit of space again. He looks to be a bit of a game changer for United. Great skill from the youngster. Chong still going into the area. Gets his shot off. Good save from Murray in goal though. Chong with the ball at his feet into Capaldo. Out to Ayala, up the line to Abe, infield to Ferguson, who's got a bit of space here. Looks to hold it up. Man United wasting these opportunities when they get into the space. Chong feeds it in. Capaldo with a shot. It's blocked again. Cleared away. And it feels like a United goal is coming and the crowd know it. Capaldo into Chong. Chong to Ferguson. Ferguson still going. Into Rafa Mir. Looks to bend one into the top corner, but it's blocked. On again. Ferguson's in. Great save from the keeper again. Can you believe it? Mere is keeping Napoli in this one. It's still 2-0 to Napoli, but the goalkeeper has saved 3 point-blank shots in this game. Chong into Rafa Mir. Onto Capaldo, who's let it go in front of him and couldn't get there. Napoli just hoof it away. It's a good ball out, to be honest, into Insigne. Overhit, though. Throw into United. Chong's made a great run through the middle. Here is Tahith Chong. Good touch again. Lays it back. There's a shot. Another great save from Murray in goal. Robinson denied this time. 20 minutes to go. And Napoli are getting pummeled, but Murray is standing strong. And the team in red can't find a breakthrough. Napoli finally getting a little bit of possession on the ball. They've been outplayed in this second half by Man United. They're holding the ball in Man United's half, waiting for the opportunity. Can they pounce? No, they can't. Good interception at the back. It's flicked in field. Chong picks up the loose ball. He's been a catalyst for this United team. Chong holds it up. Looks to play it out wide. Is it going to fall to Rafa Mir? No, it's not. And Napoli win the ball back. And that's going to go out of play. And that will be Man United's third and final sub coming on the pitch, as Robinson is replaced by Michael Cox. 2 strikers on the pitch now for Man United. And it looks like a change of formation as well, as more of a 4-4-2 coming out here, as this is kept in play by Chong. Infield to Capaldo. Ferguson looking for some movement into Cox. Cox holds it up. He's got a run from Capaldo. Capaldo's in. Crosses it. Rafa Mir with a free header. He's tried to chest it in the net. Why is he doing that? The Man United fans are bewildered. That would have given them a run back into the game. And Rafa Mir has missed a glorious opportunity. And now this attacking formation has left Man United exposed a little bit at the back. Insigne held up well. Picked up there. Capaldo on the ball into Neves. Neves comes forward. Cox into Neves again. In it goes. Rafa Mir gives it to Cox, who's tackled, doesn't have the strength. And that's cleared away, and Insigne's going to have a free run here at Kana. The young centre-back. Oh, he's defended him really well today. That's a poor pass out. Great interception, though, from Capaldo. Capaldo still going. Waiting for runners. Tries to put a ball through for Cox, but it was the wrong option. And I think this young team, naive team for Man United, has been caught out with some of the decisions they've made. As the goalkeeper goes long. Kana, underneath it, gets beaten in the air. Ferguson has to go and press Insigne. Ferguson is held off by Insigne, but he wins it back. Good tenacity. Chong on the ball. Man United need to get him involved more if they're going to have anything from this game. Chong tries to feed it into Cox again, and he hasn't made a difference since coming on, really. And here come Napoli again, with plenty of space to run into. They're pulling Man United left and right, and Ferguson's back there defending well. It's given away in the area. Christoph Ayer has to make a good challenge. Neves. Ferguson. Out it goes. They could be in here if they get this right. Cox turns. Can he get away? No. He lays it back to Capaldo. Into Cox. Turns. Oh, it's the wrong pass. It should have gone to Capaldo, and he tried to pick out his strike partner. And it's going to finish 2-0, you feel here. Man United have huffed and puffed, but these youngsters just haven't had enough to get through this game. 2 minutes added time as Morgan tucks it round the post. And Napoli make a substitution. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. You feel like it's going to be too much to ask for Man United. They get the header away, and that's a throw into Napoli, as it's going to be taken here by Parejo. Throws it back in. Bit of head tennis from the Napoli players. Corona. Good tackle and picked up well by Capaldo, but there's the full-time whistle. Man United lose 2-0 at home. Not the best performance you will see from this United team, and the youngsters prove they have a lot of work to do. So a disappointing end to the episode then. 2-0 loss to Napoli. I thought the kids would do better, but obviously not, which is very, very annoying. As we have a quick look here. Got training injury. Tahith Chong, a broken rib. Ouch, that's not very good. And I'll go and do all of this, and then players on international duties. But we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. Leave a like if you're enjoying the series. Subscribe if you're new. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.